Hi everybody, welcome to Made in the Shires. I'm your host, Matt Harrington with the Chamber of Commerce, and with me as always is Cat TV. We've transformed Bennington Made this season, the third season, into Made in the Shires. Why? Because we're expanding all over the region now. Fully Bennington County, from Pownell and Bennington, where we originally were, all the way up into Manchester, Dorset, and the mountain region. We're very excited to bring you kind of the show that we've been shooting for the last 2 years, and now we're in our third year, that highlight the best made products, handmade, made by locals right here in the Shires of Vermont. We're here at Dion Snowshoes, world-class snowshoes. We're gonna go talk with Bob, Denise, and the team here just about how they make the snowshoes that they make that are used all around the world. And we're also gonna highlight the national championship with Tim as well. We're gonna do that a little bit later in the show, so stay tuned. We've got a very exciting show for you and a very exciting season.
Oh,
Bob,
hey.
how are
Hey.
you?
Yeah, good. How you doing?
Thanks for having us here. So you're here, you're checking some snowshoes, and that's what Dion Snowshoes is all about. Talk to us a little bit about just how you got started in the business. What got you started making snowshoes?
Well, I had other jobs, mechanical engineering, lab instruments, and involved a lot of the same things where you've got material, you've got production, machining, and at the time I was a trail racer, competitive trail road and that, and a buddy of mine started snowshoe races in the area. There were a few here and there around the country, but he basically wanted to do the same trail racing on the same trails in the winter. Instead of trail runners getting out on the road or on a treadmill. And a guy, Ed Alaboza, out of Connecticut. He was from Adams, Mass. So he started the Western Mass Snowshoe Series with 4 races.
Okay.
So he convinced me to try one. I did it. I won it and thought it was like really easy.
Really good, yeah.
There wasn't anybody there at that race. These are the different models. Our smallest, lightest.
Yep.
This is our standard, and then we took it and made a lower end stripped down version of it. So just basically an entry level. You can race and do well with this, but it doesn't perform quite as well as that, and it's not as light and high tech as this. Or you got the workhorse. This used to be the legal racing size, 25 inch.
Okay.
And
so you have gone smaller.
Some people still, race on this size. Very rare. And then we've got that, which is almost overbuilt, but that's a good touring, people out walking that don't want to spend the money or think that they don't need a racing snowshoe.
How the process goes from just a bunch of metal and fabric to, world-class snowshoe.
Yeah. Well, first off, all these shells were packed just probably a few weeks ago, and we started running out of everything because we got caught with. There was a lot of snow everywhere in the country.
Yep.
And also the sport, you asked earlier, the sport, even the racing, there's a lot of new people.
Yeah.
And the people that have already been doing it want newer, better equipment. People that have other brands are switching to us. So the word of mouth thing is like really taking off.
Great.
And what happened is we wiped out we cut a lot of the webbing here.
Okay.
And this is, basically, we get the material, cut it, sew it in the other room, and that's all done in-house. Yeah,
and usually, so that material, you're collecting it from all over the world, all over the U.S.?
No, generally, my rule used to be, we started in a garage in my driveway.
Yeah.
We bought a 1-car garage, and that was the world headquarters.
World headquarters.
Did that for many years, and we'd have to bring things out, cover them with tarps, do another operation. So we finally, went beyond that. But the rule I had then, I run 100-mile races, and my rule generally is if I can't run to the supplier for the material, then we don't use it. We're getting a little bigger now, and but still, all of the material even is U.S. made. As much as possible, we did have a thing where Velcro we got out of New Hampshire, and they went to the material we use is out of Mexico, but it worked so well that we just we
kept it. But
but 99% of everything. We even have the aluminum extruded now, just because the companies that we dealt with would import from China. And one time it really bit us because our tolerances are so tight and everything is so critical that when the aluminum comes in and it's from China and it doesn't fit, it's scary. It's like,
what are you gonna do with that?
Exactly. Takes an incredible amount of scrap to figure all this out.
Can only imagine.
And even dialing it in. The temperature in here, if it's like from morning to night, you have to change settings. Everything it's so touchy. And then every so many, we have to QC, check, see if they fit.
So that's a good template for you to kind of look at.
Yeah, and this is all-purpose, does different models. It's, again, from the background. Then we also have, there's times where we'll set up to make sure things are symmetrical. And so, that one looks
cool.
Good. And then there's all the trimming and next part is the assembly.
Thanks so much for opening the shop to us, letting us kind of peek into how Dion Snowshoes makes world-class snowshoes, and I think we're going to go hit the mountain with Tim and go check out Prospect, where the world or the national championship's going to be in a couple weekends. So thank you so much.
Yeah, great.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Matt, ready to go on a tour of the trails?
Let's do it. Let's go.
You're in good shape.
Thanks. I went running once.
Trudging through the fresh snow, which is part of the fun of snowshoeing.
Sure.
You never know what you're going to get. All right, this is
what?
Part of what I have to clear. Obviously, you wouldn't do this in the race, but I got to get out here with my handsaw and get this off the trail. That's another thing. Before the race, a couple days, you got to go out and check to see how many trees have blown down.
Yep.
The biggest drawbacks to snowshoe racing is that if you have a shoe that's not designed right, which most aren't, you'll kick your ankles, and that is the most painful thing in the world, to kick a frozen ankle bone with a piece of aluminum. So with Dion shoes, you don't do that. Bob's done a really great job of making an efficient shoe that you really don't feel like you have on your foot.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was a fan before I even knew that he was in town.
We've got the national championship coming up here on Prospect Mountain coming up in March. Talk to us a little bit about that, Tim.
Yeah, March 9 through 11, we're going to have people from all over the country and all over the world, actually, coming right here to Woodford, Vermont for the race.
Yep.
And to Bennington, Vermont for all the entertainment and activities. And right here, we're on part of the race course. And
Okay.
as you can see, it's not cross-country skiing.
No.
It's a narrow trail through the woods. It's beautiful. They get pretty windy. They go around corners.
I was going to say they go a little bit faster than we're going right
A
now
little
because
bit.
this is actually competitive.
It
They're
is.
racing.
Well, you would do really well in the 70-plus division right now at this speed. And some people do walk the race.
Yeah.
Not everybody is running, and we love that. We love to get all ages and abilities in the race. We don't care how fast you go. We just want to get people out enjoying the woods.
People from all over literally probably fly in
Yeah.
to the Northeast to compete.
Yeah, it's predominantly a northeastern sport.
Yep.
Then the second biggest region of participation is the Midwest.
Okay.
Then the Rockies and the Far West. We'll get people, but not as many. We'll get a lot of Canadians. Many people come down from Quebec and Ontario. We had people from Sweden, Norway, South America, Latin America. And it's amazing how many people are interested in making the trip.
For the event that's actually coming up, the National Championship, I know you've got some things planned up here and some stuff that Bennington's working with you on, but lead us through kind of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just at a quick glance. What should people expect? And people watching the show, if they're interested, to come on out and take a look at what this is all about.
Yeah, so on Friday we have an opening reception, and that is introducing the athletes to the event, giving them the information that they need, and also introducing them to Bennington. Then Saturday morning, we start off with a kids race, which is 1 kilometer long, really easy, really flat. And hopefully we get a bunch of local kids involved in that. And we loan out snowshoes, so they don't have to worry about bringing their own.
People can come right along. Yep.
And then after the kids race, we have a combination of the junior national championships, and a junior is 19 to 11.
Okay.
And the citizens race, which is a race open to anybody. You don't have to be a member of the U.S. Association.
Okay.
So citizens open to anybody that wants to come. And I'm really hoping we get some good participation from local people who want to give it a try. So they'll be racing with the juniors in the junior nationals. Then at 10:30, the women's national championship goes off, and that is a 10 kilometer.
Okay.
The juniors and the citizens race just 5 kilometers.
Yep.
And then at 12, we have the men's 10 kilometer championships. Then people come back into Bennington. We have an awards ceremony. We have a party downtown. They go out and experience the downtown shops and restaurants. Really want to get people involved in exploring Bennington and having a positive experience there. And then Sunday, we start with a marathon at 7 a.m.
Woo!
And this is the first time that we'll be offering a snowshoe marathon here in the east.
And you're talking 26 miles.
26.2 miles.
Yes.
That 0.2 is the worst part.
It is. Having done a half, it's the 13, it's the 0.1 that really gets you.
Yeah, and for safety reasons, we've made a 7 kilometer loop.
Okay.
So instead of them disappearing and then coming back, they go 7 kilometers 6 times.
Okay.
And so they'll come to an aid station, they'll come to a bathroom, changing room. And actually it's kind of like an infinity sign, so they'll be coming through there twice in one loop. All right, Matt, last one, the Lodge buys hot chocolate.
Yep. All right, Tim, we'll catch up to you. We'll to warm up the chocolate for us. Well, everybody, that's snowshoeing in the Shires, made in the Shires. You got to witness Bob, Dion, then Tim Van Orden, who is the event director for the World Championship that's going to happen right here at Prospect Mountain, Woodford, and then eventually down into Bennington on March 9th through the 11th. I'm Matt Harrington. With us, as always, even in the snow, even snowshoeing, Cat TV. We're so happy that you tuned into this episode. Stay tuned to the next one. Tim, catch it up.
when most people snowshoe, they do wear boots, so you need a bigger snowshoe.
Yep.
But for racing, you wear running shoes, and
Yeah.
not just running shoes, but your lightweight road racing shoes. So these are the shoes that I
That's
would.
definitely what I brought today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can see that.